Hey cuties, I'm Lanikia and you're watching What Happened on the Soaps. Today is Friday, November the 4th, 2022. On a scale of 1 to 10, you know what? I'm going to give this an 8. It was a solid episode to me. Let's just jump right into it. I'm not going to hold you long. It's late for you, so I won't hold you long. So we see Drew and Cam. Cam is like, who's there? Because Cam said he's a little bit jumpy. There is a killer going around killing people, and he's out there on the, is it the wharf, the docks? But anyways, so it's Drew, y'all. It's Drew who was there. Cam said, he was like, what you doing out here by yourself? Drew asked Cam this. He said, well, I came out here because, it makes me feel closer to Oscar. Mm-hmm. And so Drew understood that. And then they just have a nice little conversation. I'm not gonna hold you. I don't remember the whole conversation. Not because I think they're boring together. But a little bit because I think they're boring together. But they just have a nice conversation about Oscar and everything. Let's move on. So then we see Carly and Jocelyn. Now, Jocelyn, okay, so Jordan was there, and y'all know she told them about Trina being the target, and everybody's in danger who's been around Trina. So that makes Jocelyn say, oh my gosh, Cam. And Carly was like, what? And she said, he doesn't know, I have to warn him. So she's trying to reach him and she can't reach him. And she's like, I'm about to go after him. Carly said, no, you're not, ma'am. You're about to sit down right here and I'm going to take care of this for you. And she's okay, fine. So then Carly calls Drew. Now Drew is with Cam and she said, oh, make sure you guys get home safe. He said, is something wrong? She said, no, just make sure you get home safe. I said, ma'am, you're not going to tell him? Cam is in danger. He needs to know. I don't understand it. She didn't tell him. And had she told him, her little fast daughter would, but let's move on. So then we see Dex is outside watching over Sonny. And it's gotten cold out or whatever. So Sonny and Nina are on the inside having a date. And she was like, who would have known Sonny loves Sunday? And he was like, yeah. He said, but I like you just as well. And she said, okay. And so then she tell him, Sonny Corinthos, I love you and all that. And they just so lovey-dovey. And then so she say, Sonny, let Dex come in. It's cold outside. But she also tells him about sticking up for her with Carly. And he said, well, I didn't have a choice. The girls love you. So it is what it is. But anyway, she tells him, Sonny, it's cold outside. Let that young man come in. He said the cold keeps, oops, my bad. Y'all hit the microphone. He said the cold keeps him alert. And she said, really? Anyways, so she goes and she gives Dex a hot chocolate because she was like, it's too cold for you to be out here like this. And he was like, no, I'm working. She was like, take this hot chocolate. So he does take it. And then she goes back in and he looks in at Sonny because he was like, his boss isn't, because Sonny had came out too, and he was like, his boss is a big softy. And she said, yeah, he is. And she said, but he knows you. But anyways, y'all, that's it with them. So then Josh done ran and snuck out the house, right? And she's there, and she was like, she's telling Dex, what are you doing here? He was like, my boss is on a date and I'm bodyguard. I'm the security. What are you doing here? She was like, I was looking for Cam. So now she don't want to go in because Sonny and Nina are there. So you gonna let Cam get attacked and not go in because she don't want to see Sonny and Nina. You could, hey mama. Oh my God. This is what I get for putting up the Christmas tree this early. This little girl. But anyways, she doesn't, you gonna let him get attacked because you don't want to speak to Sonny and Nina. Just say hi and keep it moving. So anyways, as she's talking to Dex, Cam comes up and she runs into Cam's arms, right? Remember that? She runs into Cam's arms and she's like, oh God, you're safe. So then she started telling him about everything going on with Jordan. That Jordan told her about, people are being targeted that are, that love Trina. And he's like, oh my gosh. And so Dex hears this and he said, wait a minute, what you say? And he said, oh, my boss needs to hear this. And she's like, what? I'm not telling him. He said, you gonna really let your ego, your pride stand in the way of being safe? So she go in and Dex says, boss, you need to hear this. And Sonny like, what's going on? And she said, Cam and I are trying to be killed or Cam and I are targets or under attack or trying to be murdered, killed, whatever. I don't know what she said. Anyways, so then we see Sonny and Josh have left, but Cam is there with Nina, right? So Cam is there with Nina and Dex, and because Sonny told Dex to get them home safely. So he tells Nina, "You ready to go, Miss Reeves?" And she said, "Yeah, I'm ready to go." And then Cam, he said, "Okay, I'm supposed to get you home as well. You know, make sure you're good." Cam said, "Nah, I'm cool on that." And so he said, I mean, listen. So Dex was like, "Listen, it's all on you." And Nina was like, "Are you sure, Cameron? Because she don't really feel safe leaving him like that." But he said, "Yeah, I'm good." He thanks his boss, but he doesn't want that protection. And so he was like, Dex was like, "All right." So Nina and Dex leave, and then Cam gonna start thinking back, and he thinking about how Josh ran to him and everything. I said, "No, that's not it, sir," because Jocelyn and Dex have both been thinking about each other. So you thinking about her, she's thinking about him, he's thinking about Josh, but who's thinking about you? Nobody. So then we move on to Drew, Carly, Josh, and Sonny. And so they get to the house or whatever because Drew came over because Carly scared him. It was like he was so tense. And so she tells him everything, and they said, um let's go get Drew tells Carly, "Let's go get Jocelyn." He said, "If you were her age, what would you have done?" Because she was fussing about Jocelyn. She said, "I would have ran to Kelly's too to go tell Cam." She said, "But she's supposed to be better than me." How? When you still do the stuff in front of her. Like, you're supposed to lead by example, ma'am. But anyway, so by this time, when they open the door, Sonny is there with Jocelyn. And I can't stand Jocelyn, y'all. I'm gonna be honest with you. She gonna turn around and tell Sonny, a grown man. The only reason I let you take me home is because of Cameron. And you see that he's safe. Ordering Sonny around. I don't want anything from you. I don't want any protection. Carly grabbed Jocelyn up and said, "Get in the house." You should have had a few more choice words for her because you really need to get her under control. I'm not, she really do need to get her under control. But anyway, Sonny just told Drew and Carly, he said, "Listen, I was at Kelly's. They told me what happened. I made sure Jocelyn got home. I got Dex making sure Cameron gets home. That y'all good here. I'm out." And Sonny leaves. It's nothing. And so then Camp oh yeah, and that's what happened with them, my bad. And so then Drew and Carly talking, she said, "Well, you got to go to make sure Sonny sees you leave because y'all know with the SEC, they don't want people thinking that they're a couple." And he said, "Yeah, I'm going to go." But before that, he gives her a kiss or whatever. And then Jocelyn sees Sonny giving Carly a kiss, but she don't say nothing. She just see it. So then we see Michael and Willow. Oh Lord, this storyline doesn't even make sense. Like, why this girl is not telling this man that she is sick doesn't even make sense to me. But anyway, so she's waiting on a call from Terry, and they're having a conversation. And Michael says, "I know I haven't been at your appointments." But then later on, he says, "Going to your appointments is the most important thing." No, the heck it's not, sir, because if it was, you would be there. Like, don't. Okay, but anyways, he said, "So I'm gonna start coming to all your appointments." I mean, you should have came to but anyways, he said, "I just got so busy at Aurora, so I'm sorry I missed yesterday's." Or it might have been earlier today, whatever it was. But so then she's just telling him, because he says, "I want to be with you forever." They're always making them talk long term and stuff. And she's like, "I want to be with you, the baby, and Wiley forever." And I said, "Please wrap this up. Wrap this storyline up." Because honestly, how long has it been since we found out Willow it was Nina's daughter? Exactly. I'm sick of General Hospital starting storylines and they never do anything with them. Because honestly, that was a good storyline if they had kept it going. But I get it. They want to make Carly and Drew a couple, and then this big secret comes out and it blows them up. And then Nina and Willow start growing closer, and Michael is taken down. So let's move on. So, anyways, she gets a call from Terry, and Terry is not good news. She wants to talk to her about her test results. And Michael says, "I'm definitely coming to that appointment." And she says, "I want you there." So then they put on their coats, and Willow looking all nervous. I said, "Girl, you could not let this man go." Now, y'all know I don't like Michael. And I don't like Willow either. They're boring. But, girl, you cannot let this man go into this appointment thinking, when you already know what's been going on, give him a heads up. I don't know, child. Let's move on. Because then we go to my people. Because y'all know I love me some Jordan. And somebody said, Portia, I got you. Because her makeup was much better today. That you know how they be putting that rouge on her, blush on her. They said, no, we're not doing that red on you today. And we're going to have these curls juicy. And Portia look cute today. And so she and Jordan and Curtis are talking or whatever, and she's telling them about Trina, told them about Trina and everything. And they're just like, oh my gosh, thank you for coming and telling us. And she said, they were like, Trina is not going to want all this hiding because they told her they're putting extra, Jordan's like, I'm going to put extra security for y'all. And they were like, she's not going to want all this security and hiding. And then they said, Jordan was like, just keep it as normal as possible. And they said, we planned a wedding. And Curtis, I hated the way he said it. We got a wedding. A wedding. Like, you gonna hurt Jordan feelings. And I said, Jordan, don't show that it hurts. And Jordan was showing that it hurts. Oh, you're getting married. Oh, Valentine's Day. Jordan, pull it together. Don't act like you this shocked. And it was just the way she was saying it. You know how somebody trying to comprehend and trying to pretend that they're okay when they're not. That's how she was doing. I said, girl, pull it together for me. But anyways, so they said, yeah, now that divorce is out there, she was like, so divorce is out the way, y'all could go to, oh yeah, okay. Wow, Valentine's Day, 6 months away, that's real close. Okay, yeah, all right, well. Actually, why are they saying it's 6 months away? Maybe they said less than 6 months, because that is not 6 months. When is that supposed to have happened? But anyways, y'all, so they go through and they're talking about it. And then Curtis says he wants to inform Trina. No, he wants to call Taggart. He said, because, that's her father and he needs to know. And Jordan put her head down. And then, so he leaves and cause he's trying to reach Taggart, and, Portia and Jordan talk, and Portia says, thank you for, helping. And Jordan said, yeah. And she was like, thank you for go ahead and get in the divorce. She's like, no need. And she said, but do you really want to marry Curtis with this secret hanging over y'all heads? Come on, this wedding is close. You don't want to get married knowing you have this secret over you. And Portia is just like, Jordan, I will handle this. But Portia also knows Jordan's telling the truth. Now, at this point, Portia ain't even trying to hide that Curtis might be Trina's father, because she says, after Curtis has the genetic testing done, if he carries it, then we'll get, I'll deal with it from there. And Jordan says, Portia, this is a huge secret. And she said, you can't tell me how. Portia's like, you can't tell me how to deal with it. Jordan said, girl, you had 2 decades to deal with this secret. Jordan, don't do her like that. Don't do her like that. She said, but she said 2 decades to tell this man that he might be her father, and she hasn't said a word. But I would tell one lie. And Curtis, every time I turn around, he throwing it in my face and putting this woman above me. I understand, girl, but Portia not ready to tell. And that's what Portia says. She's not ready to tell. She doesn't want to blow up their worlds. And Jordan said, all right. She said, but it's not my business. I don't want to see him get hurt, but that's on you. So then I am just running off at the mouth, forgetting everything. So then we see Curtis comes back and he says, I don't know a better father than Taggart. He's even talking about joining the police department again. I said, oh, y'all gonna give him a storyline. They need to bring him back. Y'all gonna actually give him a storyline so he can actually be on the. I said, if they bring Taggart back and have him join the police department again, we about to get to the end of this. Portia's about to have to reveal that Curtis is Trina's dad. I'm here for this. I've been waiting on this storyline. Now, go ahead and let them know Aunt Stella was the one that did the papers, Jordan, because I'm tired of them side-eyeing you about it. But anyways, Jordan goes ahead and leaves, and they thank her again because, she don't have to do all the extra stuff she's doing for them with Trina, but she does. So then Portia and Curtis get on the couch, right? And she's snuggling all under him, talking about, promise me everything is going to be okay. He says, I promise nothing or no one is going to come between us. I said, girl, but that's a big difference from what he thinking. You talking about the hook killer. You talking about promise me that you're not going to leave me because I lied to you about having a daughter for all these years. Girl, Portia, if you don't stop. Okay, so then we go to Mason and Austin. There's a patient up in the ER that's been calling for Mason. He needs help. He got a bullet wound. He wants Mason because he finna do some illegal work or whatever for him. And so he wants Austin, not Mason. So Austin's like, I don't want to do this work. Well, while he's telling Mason off, here Maxie comes strolling herself in. And so then, of course, Austin's like, yeah, I'm going to take care of it because he wants Mason as far away from Maxie as possible. So Mason leaves and he tells Maxie that the reason Mason was there and he was upset is because it was paperwork that Mason wanted to get done, but he don't want to do anything illegal or cross any red tape. And so then when he leaves, Maxie's like, I was wondering, could we have lunch? But Austin was acting real weird, like, yeah, okay, yeah, let's have but I can't. I'm busy working. I said, how you talking to this girl? It's weird. and so Maxie's like, oh yeah, you know what? I got a lot of work. I should go back to deception. I'm just gonna eat at my desk. And so they leave, and then Austin tells them, I'm coming up to do this surgery. So he comes back down, and Mason is there, and he said, you got to leave. And another thing, stay away from Maxie. He said, are you really trying to be a good guy? This is Mason or Austin. And Austin's like, yeah, I want to be a good guy. I'm done. I don't want to be in that life anymore. He said, no, cuz you for real, like this a Western, like a good woman has changed you. And Austin's like, yes, a good woman has changed me. I don't know what's going to happen here. Because honestly, they dragging this story along too. There's too many. You know what? I like General Hospital because my grandmother watched it, my mama watched it. So this is always going to be a soap that even when I don't watch, I'm going to always come back to it. You know what I mean? But it's too many loose ends, too many open story. Can we finish one storyline, please? Can we finish one? Okay, let's move on. So then we see Spinelli, and he's like, I am trying to shut down society setups, shut it down, or whatever. And so Maxie hears that, and she thinks it's all because of Ella, and he's just grieving the loss of the relationship, and everything. And so then they move on from there. Because Maxie's wrong. She always wrong. You can't see Spinelli wants you. And so then Austin comes out, and Maxie big mouth and told Austin that Spinelli is behind society setups. So then she leaves or whatever because she's going to cancel her lunch because Austin said he's free now and he could take her to dinner. So when that happens, Austin was like, I need a favor from you. And Spinelli was like, wow, that was quick. What you like, what do you want? He said, well, I did keep your secret. So I want you to run a profile on me and Maxie with society setups, but I want you to keep it on the low. And y'all, that was General Hospital today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And I will see you Monday for all new episodes of What Happened on the Soap General Hospital edition. It is the weekend, guys. Y'all be safe, be blessed. Go out, enjoy yourselves. But again, be safe. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.